everyone and welcome back to Season 16 of AOR F2 on Xbox One. We're here today then for the 18th round of the season, the United States Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas, and yeah, this is our qualifying lap then. Coming off the back then of the 5th place finish in Japan, and really going into this race we want to be, well, into these final 4 races really, we just want to be hoping to try and get on the podium because we have not had one of those yet. We've had a few 4th places, but yeah, we're coming to the end of the season now. We've not really got much to be fighting for. We've got maybe a couple more places in the championship that we could maybe close up and maybe we could try and hold on to, but other than that we're sort of middle of the pack. There's nothing really much for us to be fighting for at this stage, but yeah, we've not been on the podium yet this season, so obviously we'll want to be trying to change that at some point in these final 4 races. And yeah, this is a track that I don't think I'm really too bad at. It's not one of my best, but at the same time not one of my worst, so I was thinking there might be a chance here of a decent result. I think this was the first race. We're finally into the races now where yeah, the tyre carcass temperature things were patched and it was less difficult to manage the temperatures on them, so yeah, we'll see how much of a difference that makes. Going into this, I didn't really think it was going to make much of a difference, just because yeah, it makes things easier, but it makes it easier for everyone, so that was sort of how I was looking at it, but we'll have to wait and see really just how much of an impact it has. As we come out the final corner now then, we'll see where we go. We go into the top 10 then, in 7th position, and yeah, that's where we stay then, with Dutch taking pole position then, with Infamous in 2nd, and Clone Troop in 3rd. Merlin in 4th then, and looking further down, I don't think Rosberg's out of time. I think he may well have disconnected again, but I think he managed to join back for this race. So yeah, more drama then in the championship, as we're now going to go to the race. It's race day here at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, and just 4 rounds to go then, including this one. Still very much a fight in the championship, but for us, we're just hoping to finally get ourselves onto the podium. As it's not looking like there's going to be any weather effect in this race today then, a little bit of light cloud, but doesn't look like that'll be playing a factor, as we're here for the 24th time then in the United States. All the races we've done here have been at Austin. Obviously there's been quite a few American tracks in F1 in the past, but obviously Austin has been the main track for F1 since 2012. We've had 10 podiums here, including 1 win, and we've had our highest ever finish in the AOR League system in Season 15 when we finished in 7th position in the top tier. So yeah, we'll be hoping for another strong result here today then, hopefully getting on the podium. As we're now going to take a look then at the circuit, obviously a Herman-Tilke circuit, quite new to the calendar. As I said, the first F1 race was in 2012, 20 corners, 5.5 kilometers long, and we've got, I think, 2 DRS zones then for overtaking. As yeah, turn 1 then there's a lot of possible lines to take on the first lap. We managed to make the outside work very well for us last season in AOR F1, and obviously the long DRS straight then down into the left-hander at the end is obviously going to be the most popular overtaking point, as yeah, a crucial TGP title battle there. And into the final corner, not usually an overtaking place, but if it's close on the final lap, maybe there'll be a last lap lunge. But we've got the Ultra Soft, the Super Soft and the soft tyres then this weekend, and we'll be using the Super Softs at the start and going over to the softs at around about lap 10 or 11. If everything goes to plan, and the weather is looking pretty good for this race as well, so yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be using the inters or the wet tyres today then, as we're now then on the grid getting ready to start the warm-up lap, and it's looking like most people around us are also on the super soft tyres. So I think we'll have a look in a minute at strategy. I think I may well have forgotten to do it for this race, so yeah, I apologise for that one. But yeah, we're coming towards the end of the formation lap now then. We've got Clone Troop disqualified, but yeah, it's just from the warm-up lap. We've also lost Melanie as well there, but yeah, I think it must have all bunched up in front of us then. As we head to the grid then, I must have gone to the tyres, so forgot, sorry about that. And yeah, it's looking like most people around us are on the super soft, so I think maybe Dutch at the front might have gone for ultras, but I think, yeah, most people have gone for supers. I'd guess maybe some people at the back have gone for soft tyres outside the top 10. But yeah, for us then, we know what we're doing. And yeah, we're on the grid now then, we're just waiting for the start. And yeah, the lights should be coming on in a minute now then, but I think some people are taking their time to get back to the grid, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a delay here then, as we're still waiting for the lights to come on then. And finally, here we go then, we've got lights coming on now. Away we go. Quite a short hold after such a long wait then for the lights, but we're finally away then, and Bobbits has had a good start alongside us then into turn 1 then. We're going to try and replicate our turn 1 antics from last time, but no, it's not this time because there's been an incident on the inside. We've had a bit of our front wing knocked off, and that is race ruined already then, as Melanie and Franglish were also involved there, but yeah, I think Melanie got away with it. Franglish I think has damage, I think he dropped to the back then. We've dropped down to 9th position, and yeah, that was all caused really by because Bobbits and Jork who collided on the inside, and Bobbits went sliding into Melanie and Franglish and myself, and I think Beaver as well, so yeah, there was just a bit of TENPIN bowling going on there into the first corner, and yeah, that is several people's races including mine ruined then. As John is going to go through then, and yeah, I was going to see then if maybe we could just hang on with this front wing, but yeah, it's really not looking like that's going to be the case, and we've already dropped so far back then just in this first half a lap. As yeah, we had a good run there on John, but obviously we're not going to try and go for it there because we've got no turn in when we get there. We're going into the pits now then to change our front wing. We'll see who else comes in behind us. I think Beef had damage, but I think he stayed out. As we come in then, I think Bobbits came in front of us there. I'm not sure. I think Bobbits may have stayed out actually, but he may not have had damage actually. He may have just spun to the back. But yeah, Franglish came in then. We changed our front wing. It looks like he's doing the same. We're going to go on to the soft tyres then, just because, I mean, what else are we going to go on then? May as well just try and go on these for as long as we can. Maybe a late seed car could help us in this race, but that's really what we're hoping for at this point, because there's nothing else that we can really do at this point now, because it's a comfortable one stop. So yeah, our race is ruined unless something else happens like a safety car, but we've got John I think in the pits then, so he must have been caught up in that as well then. As yeah, it's going to be very close then to come out of the pits, and it looks like he has just about managed to get out in front of us then, so yeah, that's a bit disappointing, but we're still very close then, but obviously yeah, can't overtake into the S section unfortunately, so yeah, we just have to sort of stick with him then, and yeah, obviously DRS enabled then at the start of lap 3, so yeah, now we've got a good chance then to make the overtake, and looks like we're going to go through then and in to 14th position. And yeah, through we go then. We've managed to take the position, and we're up into the dizzy heights of, yeah, P14. So yeah, race is going fantastic so far then. And yeah, we get to lap 4 now then, where we've got a car off into the wall there. I think it is Clone Troop who is out of the race, so yeah, that's another place game for us then. He must have just spun off then in the S section, I'm guessing. And yeah, that's his race over. So yeah, we now skip into, I think, later on that lap, and Hayden has also pulled off and is out of the race as well then, so I'm not sure what happened to him there, but yeah, that moves us up into 12th position. Still a few places outside the points, but yeah, we've got Beaver in the pits now then, and that moves up obviously in front of him, as we're starting to see, I think maybe some people doing who'd be on the one-stop starting to pit now then. As yeah, John quite to the back of us then, well, he sort of stayed quite close to the back of us, we were quite evenly matched, and he did get a go round on this lap then. We had to get defensive here then, down into this left-hander. I can't remember what corner number it is, but yeah, we managed to just about hold our position then and maintain what is now 11th position then. So yeah, we're going to go defensive then into this tight left, and we just don't manage to maintain a position then. And across the line, we're going to have VRT Verstappen now then in the pits, as well as that was it then. I think everyone else rejoined in front of us. So yeah, this race really not going too well for us then. Any sort of slim chance of points very much sort of starting to slip away with like the lack of retirements. Well, there's been some, but just not enough for us to really get back into his races. John is once again trying to overtake us from the outside then, and we managed to once again hold him off there, and we maintain what for the time being is 10th position, but I mean the chances are we're going to have to play again at some point, so it's really not looking like that's going to be the case. As we've got LGS then coming out of the pits in front of us, so well, it's actually a lot closer than I thought. As Franglish was also trying to make a move then, and get LGS rejoins in the pits, out of the pits in front of us. Franglish overtakes us as well, so yeah, we are now down into 11th position. Then we got John actually disqualified from the race. He was very close behind us for most of the race, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Guess he just had a lot of corner cutting, but yeah, Franglish then pitched for a second time onto what will be the super soft tyres, and yes, and that moves us up into the points, but these tyres are just not going to go to the end, so on the next lap I did pit, and I decided to go for the ultra soft tyres then, and I was thinking maybe I could catch him up, but then I sped into the pit lane. So yeah, that was the only chance of, you know, points pretty much gone there, I think, and it was going to be a slim chance anyway, but I was hoping to at least catch Beaver, because he was still struggling out there. I think the front wing damage since the start, but he tried to do like a normal strategy, so yeah, I mean, yeah, screwed either way really when you get front wing damage, but yeah, we rejoined then a few seconds behind Franglish, but on faster tyres, but chances are they probably won't go to the end, so these are really just glory laps at this point. I was doing what I did in Canada, just saving fuel in the AOR for one lap and then going full blast for another lap, and yeah, we do take the fastest lap of the race then from this race at least, so yeah, that's something. But yeah, obviously we got no chance of catching Franglish really, and we had penalties. We had the stop go for speed in the pits, we had a corner cutting penalty as well I think at some point. We overtake Beaver then into 11th place and get there as high as we're going to get in this race, unfortunately, as it stands. So yeah, we are at least going to get the fastest lap in this race, but yeah, out of the final corner we're going to come now then. A very disappointing result. It could have been a lot better today, but we got caught up in the instant, and it's only going to be 11th place then at the end. But I do believe that Bollitz was found to be at fault for that, and he had penalty points which got him banned from the next race, and I believe he also got a 20-second time penalty from this as well, so that should move us up to 10th place then, so we should be in the points for this race then. I don't believe I was ever updated on the standings, but yeah, we should be 10th place in this race, so we do get a point from that at least. But yeah, obviously it could have been a lot better today then. But nonetheless, Infamous takes the win from Dutch, Rosberg in 3rd and Melanie in 4th, so yep, the gap comes back down a little bit in the championship fight. Our team at LGS was up in 6th, and yeah, just overall a rather disappointing result for us then, as we have a look, well, we didn't have a look at the standings because I forgot to save them first race, so apologies for that. But obviously at the top of the table, Rosberg has closed in by 3 points, so the gap is 15 at the top. Drax didn't race today for some reason, so I think he is definitely out of it at this point. And for us then, we move up to 88 then. So yeah, that is it for this race. Hope you enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. I'll see you next time from Mexico. Thanks for watching, and bye.